Donnell Buggs. I am the Director of Bigger and Better Business for Kappa Upsilon Sigma Chapter for Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And today I'm here with Leighton Smith, who is the owner of Hoffler Smith Financial Services, and he's also a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. And today we're going to talk a little bit about who he is and the services that he provides. So, Brother Smith, thank you so much for seeing me today. I know you're very busy.
Thank you for coming.
Well, I appreciate this. We're going to jump right into it. So can you tell us about your experience and qualifications as an enrolled agent and certified tax coach?
I've been the managing partner here at Hoffler Smith for 23 years. I've been licensed for 16 or 17. So an EA, or enrolled agent, IRS enrolled agent, is basically an individual that has passed a series of tests and is qualified to represent individuals in front of the Internal Revenue Service and in front of state tax authority agencies. So what I do primarily at the company is tax representation. So our company in general is it's an accounting firm. So we do all the work, accounting, bookkeeping, taxes, but I focus on tax representation. So the best way to explain that is if there's an IRS audit, if there's a state sales tax audit client come through, a payroll tax audit, or when you hear those funky ads on the radio, do you owe the IRS more than $300,000? They about to come and grab you and your mama? Yeah, that's what we do, dealing with collections. So on the other side, it's not a license, but certification, CTC certified, tax planner. That is a group that offers a certification because you went through a series of tests to show that you are proficient in doing tax planning for individuals and for corps.
Can you describe any community outreach or educational initiatives you've been involved in to increase financial literacy and tax awareness in marginalized communities?
Sure. All right, so the IRS has a program for low-income taxpayers, a VITA program. Mm-hmm. They normally run it through nonprofits in the area, and we don't have as many outreach programs. So one thing that we do as a company is we had a night which was set aside. It was like Wednesdays, not night, but Wednesday afternoon, evening, so like 12 to like 6 o'clock, where for many years we had seniors who they might not have had filing requirements, but they needed to file a state return for the senior tax freeze program. But they had some other senior programs that they needed to apply to, but they needed to have their tax return prepared. But they were in a position where they only had Social Security, so they didn't have to file a tax return. And they were not computer savvy, so they couldn't just jump on TurboTax and do it free either. So what we did was we offered from 12 to 6 o'clock. We would be here for all seniors under a certain income. Okay. we had a few jokers slide in. We had a few really rich seniors slide in here to get their returns done free. Sure. And we was like, all right, we need to put some restrictions on this program. But no, we offered the program. And we still do. It's Wednesdays pretty much. I think now it's not noon till 6. Now since COVID happened, things have changed a bit, but we kind of do them by telephone now. But we'll do the senior returns free. Work with other nonprofit agencies when you do something. Like we have a recycle day here. Help with that. With you all for a day we have the shredded trucks come out and individuals who need to shred documents for free. It's available to them.
Sure. That's phenomenal. What do you believe are the most pressing tax-related issues or opportunities facing individuals of color and businesses today, and how can you assist them in navigating these matters?
So that's big. Let's take it a piece at a time. What I would say is, if you're looking at individuals that are in the small business arena, that's more of my specialty. Okay. Small business arena. A lot of times they'll be very talented at their craft, whatever that might be. Okay. But they do not have much in the way of business acumen. They might not have been exposed to what they need in the way of taxation or financing, or just skills in the way of managing and scaling a business. So one of the needs is that type of information being available to them. A lot of times, we'll see people, I'll see folks, once they get in trouble. We don't see them ahead of time. And it's more because that type of information, I don't believe it's readily available. So in a small business arena, I would say it's just having access to that information. Once you start a company, who you should work with to pull together your books and your taxes. Also, if you don't have the funding to hire an accountant, how you can maintain and manage that yourself. But to be prepared, when the IRS goes out and audit folks, when the IRS goes forward with an audit, it's never that they don't catch most of the folks on, like fraud. It's not that. It's bad bookkeeping. You have expenses, you have expenditures, you can't prove it because you don't have a receipt, you're doing Cash App, you're doing Venmo, ain't nothing labeled, and you can't prove what it was used for. And then what they do is on a tax return, that is not a valid, expense, not ordinary or necessary. And then, let's just say you made $100,000 or $200,000 and you had $150,000 in expenses, and 80 of that got wiped away because you could not prove it. Well, now you owe a good clip of money in taxes. That's how they get most of them. That's how they get most individuals. It's never on fraud. It's bad bookkeeping. So that is the information. I think that what we could provide, that would be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. What practical advice would you offer an individual business owner or investors to maximize their tax advantages?
To maximize their tax advantages. All right. So that's not a one, size fit all. Okay. If you are a small business, and let's just say you are set up as all right. So the first thing you would look at is how to maximize it. As far as tax planning go, structure, the entity structure is what you want to look at, okay? Most people run towards sole member LLCs, and they're great, they're very easy to get into, very flexible, very easy to shut down. But if you're a very profitable company, that is not a good fit for you. You probably want to be an S Corp, not an LLC. So that's the first part, just some planning on your entity structure. And then past that, it really depends on the profitability of the company. So if you're a small business and you are, or mid-cap business, but you're in a place where you could take advantages of some of the cute stuff you hear on TikTok, like the Augusta rule, right? I say everybody want to talk about the Augusta rule, and it's cool, it's there, it is valid. Or, having your children work in the company and have them on payroll, but under the standard deduction, so that they're not taxed. You got the write-off. They're actually providing a service. They're providing a service to the company. It's a valid, ordinary, and necessary write-off. The best advice I could give someone getting started is to find somebody that they can work with, that one, they trust, and two, that's giving them practical information. One of the things that you fall into, and this is one of the things that we think makes us different, is we're not historians, okay? We don't want clients that just come in at the end of the year with a shoebox full of crap, and we're just tallying receipts and building returns. You can't plan with that. You can't help nobody with that. You really need to be talking throughout the year, making certain decisions throughout the year, making changes throughout the year. If you're working with a historian, that's what you're going to get. All right. If you work with somebody that is a bit more progressive, you're going to have that too. So, and this is not to kick dirt on any other practice, okay? There are plenty wonderful historians out there, accountant historians out there, but that also means that the individual that's working with them, that company, is more progressive. You don't need tax planning. You don't need the advice. You just need somebody that is going to tally everything at the end of the year and put you in the best position possible. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you need advice, you need help, you need structure, then you need to work with somebody that has worked with companies in your field, in your industry, and can give you practical advice to help you grow from the place you are to 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. That's what I would say.
Awesome.
That's what I would say. Yeah, and you also got to remember, if I know we're kind of I'm focused towards small businesses, and that's really kind of the lane I'm in. But the big thing is the old adage, you pay for what you get. If you find somebody that's going to give you tax and financial planning for like $220, yeah, you should run. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Right. But the point is, it's just like everything else. You're in business, and you earn an honest wage. The same thing is when you're dealing with your professionals, with your accountants, with your lawyers, with the financial planners. You need to find somebody that's going to fit. It's not going to be easy in the beginning. Everything new hurts. An attorney is a brand new bill that you never thought about. A monthly accountant is a brand new bill you never thought about. But if they're providing the quality service and the knowledge that you need to help move forward, it's priceless.
Wow. Great advice, great information. Thank you so much for that.
Sure.
If someone wanted to get in contact with you and benefit from your services, let the camera know, how can they get in contact with you?
Sure. You can always just call us. Our name is Hoffler Smith Financial. This office is located in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Our phone number is 856-740-4912. Oh, that's old, right? Nobody hears phone numbers no more, right? Our website is HofflerSmith.com, which is HofflerSmith.com. And for the younger kids who are on Facebook and Instagram under Hoffler Smith also.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Give them a call, reach out to them, go on our website, explore some of the other services that Hoffler Smith Financial Services have to provide. You won't regret it. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Take care.